Coming up next, the Celtics taking on the Raptors. For the Boston Celtics, the goal is to get better each and every time they take the floor, continuing to build their chemistry and connection, the unspoken bond that yields victory. Raptors, Celtics is next. We'll be right back. Welcome, folks. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for the latest presentation of our NBA basketball. Kevin Harlan here, joined by our analysts Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer Doris Burke. Hey, Dave.
Kevin, thanks.
David, he has been a great addition. Thanks for that report. Here are the five for the Raptors. Anunoby and Siakam in at the forward slots. Lowry out there with Fred VanVleet. And it's Ibaka in at the center. And for Boston, Walker and Brown, they're manning the backcourt. Hayward at small forward with Tatum at the 4. And it's Tice in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Here's Toronto. Here's VanVleet. It's good, and he makes his first shot of the game.
What you see is continued improvement in his ability to create for others. Great to see OG Anunoby make the open read.
Siakam against Brown. Pass to Tice. Tatum wide open. He fires one. And good. Got the English that time as it falls. Two terrific defenses tonight, Greg. They do it in a variety of ways. It's been hard for either team to score.
You know, strong on ball, in help, in transition, and both coaches doing such a great job of making the adjustments. And listen, the reality is defense still can be a factor in determining who wins and who loses.
And we're seeing it right before our eyes.
Well, that's a blown defensive coverage, but it doesn't matter. He cannot answer the bell.
And Kemba Walker is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. VanVleet outside. To the right side. Lowry passes to Ibaka. Back to Lowry, trying to get open as Ibaka. And there's Lowry. That's good on the assist from Ibaka.
Well, small frame, but big heart. How about Kyle Lowry's toughness on the finish through contact?
Left side, Brown. Now the Raptors moving it up. Lowry's got the ball. It's tipped. And a fast break now for the Celtics. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
We know we're talking about a skilled scorer in these open floor situations. Jason Tatum knows where to be.
In his career, surprising some scouts, Tatum's hit a high percentage of his threes. The difference last year, he took a whole lot more of them.
He understood, Greg, that his game needed to be more efficient. Far fewer mid-range, long-range twos. He almost doubled the number of three-point attempts from the year before, and that was by design. This guy understands success in the modern NBA, plays at the rim, and plays from three.
Goes up on the high post. That shot misses. Now Boston takes it the other way. Here's the break. Brown wide open. He fired. No luck that time in the shot that would have put them on top. Ibaka, the pass to Anunoby. Now Siakam, guarded by Tatum. Back to Anunoby. To the inside. Shot's good by Ibaka.
Well, you like to see Serge Ibaka be assertive on the offensive end, particularly on the interior.
Pass to Hayward. A minute 50 left in the first quarter of the game. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Oh,
wow.
Goodness. Where did that come from?
Holy goodness.
That was beautiful. Tatum on the wing, covered by Siakam. They get it back.
I love the determination he showed there, getting himself into good position under the glass.
With the presence of mind to know just where the rebound was going to come down. Well timed. Siakam kicks to Lowry. Van Vliet up top. He's covered by Brown. Second shot opportunity. Siakam passes to Lowry. Here's Anunoby. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Dishes it to Ibaka. Siakam. Great positioning on the putback.
What I love is this guy gives you all-out effort every minute he's on the floor. Pascal Siakam getting second chance opportunity there.
Here's Walker out to Hayward. Lets it go from deep. It's rebounded by Anunoby. The Raptors have gone 6 of 12 from the field here in the first quarter. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That's on Jaylen Brown.
Well, there is such length and fluidity. Pascal Siakam opportunistic on the drive.
The Raptors shooting their initial free throws of the game right here.
And they had a lot of success a season ago as a team, hitting about 80% of their free throws.
Looking at who's out there now for the Celtics. Cantor checked in for Daniel Tice. Williams comes in for Gordon Hayward. Smart's checked in for Brown. And Brad Wanamaker subbed in for Kemba Walker. Here's Tatum. Again, the Celtics good for 2.
You have to be effective from anywhere on the floor if you're going to be elite. Jason Tatum, the in-between game, that's on point too, fellas.
The Raptors have shot 2 free throws, and they're 1 of 2 so far. And he knocks down the first one. And so he makes both from the line.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
Wide open look. And there are the Celtics with another basket.
You know, I think Williams has a terrific future. A charismatic, likable kid who can be
And a good game so far as we conclude the first quarter. Raptors lead by 1. And we'll be back with you for the start of the second quarter when we return. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And guys, what's your take on Toronto so far?
Just cashing in on second chance opportunities. That's how they built this early lead.
Yeah, the defense hasn't been there. They are getting hammered on second chance opportunities.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. On the court for the Celtics, we've got Williams. Williams is out there with Enes Kanter. Then there's Smart, and it's Wanamaker in at the 1 spot. Oh, that's blocked.
Wow, fantastic to see Hollis Jefferson hit it twice on the pipes, extends out and sends it back.
Here's Kanter. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist. Kanter's got his first points in this one.
Have to love the ball distribution. Keep everyone involved.
A serious talent when Robert Williams is healthy. He makes his presence felt. Has great length and lift off the floor. Defensively, he protects the rim and even blocks shots out on the perimeter. And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Now Smart. No points in the game yet for him. Williams. And there's the bucket. Stay with it on the offensive glass, getting it done.
Yeah, hard trying to keep Williams off the boards. He makes it a mission to keep possessions alive.
High post, Davis. Kicks to Powell. From deep three-point range. Rebounded by the Celtics. And then offensively, Williams is mostly a rim runner at this point. But Greg, there are signs that the jumper is coming along.
Yeah, you know, when he was drafted at the end of the first round, there was a lot of talk about rebuilding his shot mechanics. And that's still a work in progress. But where he's really impressed people is with his passing. He has terrific instincts for the game.
Here's Wanamaker. He's guarded by Davis. Davis with the double team. Now the pass to Kanter. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. And the Celtics making a change here. Brown's checked in. Then for the Raptors, Serge Ibaka has checked in for Chris Boucher. OG Anunoby comes in for Hollis Jefferson. And it's Kyle Lowry in for Davis. Stolen away. And here comes Brown, leading the fast break. 18 feet out. It's good. He scores. That's his first basket after missing his first 2 attempts. Now 1 for 3.
I tell you, when Brown is running like that, it's hard to stop him. This guy is superb at beating defenders up the floor.
And again, no good by Toronto.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
Smart misses.
Great rim protection to prevent him from converting. Beautiful.
Powell for 3. Offensive rebound.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Celtics trail by 3. Williams kicks to Smart. It's Brown on the wing. For 3. Drills the three-pointer. Brown's got 5 now. Greg, we know the names of the superstars, but there are players that are just under that category who probably should get a little more recognition.
Hey, Kevin, that's a great point, and I'm going to toot my alma mater's horn a little bit. Christian Wood's a guy that kind of
good one, yes,
reminds me of that. He's kind of on the come up. How about Devontae Graham, the second rounder back in 2018, but he's showing to be an established young talent in this league, and there are many more guys like that, and they're going to have their opportunity to become household names.
They now take the lead. Brown's got the lead up to 2 now for the Celtics.
Well, after a less than stellar start in the first quarter, you like to see that shot go down.
Ibaka dishes to Powell. Over to the wing. 6 to shoot. Lowry kicks to Powell. Raptors need to get a shot off. That 3 off the mark. And so Wanamaker will bring it up for the Celtics. And here's Brown outside. Rebounded by Serge Ibaka. Ibaka's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Pass to Powell. Some nice ball movement here by the Raptors. And the layup's good off the glass. Powell's got it all tied up now for Toronto.
This is Powell at his best. In attack mode, he is hard to stop.
Here's Smart. Lets it go from the baseline and nails it.
I'll tell you, he turns a difficult situation of duress into a simple basket with a precision.
All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
It is a Boston found themselves in a close game in the first. They never put themselves in too much danger. And that does it for our half.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. One of the stories here, Jason Tatum getting it done today.
Man, how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And one would expect that the defense made some adjustments at halftime, but he has the ability to answer right back.
And on the floor for Nick Nurse as we get into the second half. Siakam and Ibaka, the duo down low. Fred VanVleet out there with Lowry, and it's Anunoby in at the 3.
And with Kyle Lowry, the assist numbers don't jump off the page at you, but he has fantastic vision, and his decision-making is also elite.
Greg, for me, what stands out about Kyle Lowry is his willingness to adjust his game based on what his team needs. There's been times in his career where he's been a go-to scorer, and his three-point shooting can be infectious to his team. That toughness on the drive really strikes you. But there's also been times where he takes a back seat to scoring and says, all right, time to get my guys involved. He can do either.
Lowry against Walker. And the rejection by Tatum.
Well, really improving as a defender. Jason Tatum has those long arms to redirect shots.
How about that mobile 1 block we just saw? Amazing defensive work.
And you can see the mindset he has. When the game's this close, he's going to bring it at that end of the floor.
Van Vliet kicks to Lowry. Lets it go. The shot, no good.
Well, defenses are content to give up the mid-range, right? It's not the high percentage restricted area or the three. You can see they're prepared to give up that shot.
Raptors trail by 4. Lowry deciding where to go with it here. Looking to get it going, and it's good on the way in. Lowry's got 8 points.
Man, that's a hard drive to the cup, and Lowry not about to be denied in that instance.
And the foul called on OG Anunoby. That is his first foul of the game. Cantor checked in for the Celtics. And then for Toronto, Chris Boucher's checked in for Ibaka. Rondé Hollis-Jefferson comes in for OG Anunoby. Davis is subbed in for Kyle Lowry. And here is Siakam. And Kemba Walker is going to pick up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. The Raptors have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Van Vliet outside. Up again. It's good on the putback. And it's all knotted up.
Yeah, that's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Launches it. Offensive rebound. Stolen by Van Vliet. Now the Raptors moving it up. Davis has got the ball. Passes it to Siakam. Boucher kicks to Siakam. Brown against Davis. Well, we're into the third quarter. Just over 2.5 minutes played. Brown finds Hayward. Back to Brown. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And Doris, much has been made of Brown's improvement offensively, and rightly so. But when you ask Coach Stevens about him, he always goes back to his defense.
Well, it's never a surprise for the coach that is the first and foremost thing on their mind. At 6'7" with a 7-foot wingspan, that incredible athleticism, Jaylen Brown can guard the elite wings in this league, and he holds his own and competes at a high level. It's a must-have for any championship team.
Hollis-Jefferson passes to Gasol. Back to Hollis-Jefferson. Davis. No good that time. And the Celtics going the other way now. Here's Brown. And Davis pulls it down.
No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him. But luckily, his teammates have picked up the slack.
Well, we know this. Few big men in the history of the game have passed the ball as well as Marc Gasol.
And here's Tatum for 3. Hollis-Jefferson with the rebound.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Boy, 9 times out of 10, that's going in. I'm sure he surprised himself with the miss.
And it's good, 2 points. Tatum's got 10 points in the game.
Well, the increasing strength of Jason Tatum is making it harder to knock him off his path. That is nice.
Van Vliet kicks to Davis. Hollis-Jefferson passes to Boucher. Kicks it out to Van Vliet. For the lead. Van Vliet can't get that one to fall.
This has not been a good period for this guy. Out of sync, not letting the game come to him. He's got to settle down and make shots.
Wanamaker the pass to Tatum. The kick out to Brown. Fires the 3. Tatum no good. And Enes Kanter picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Williams, he's checked in for Brown. Powell, he's checked in for Toronto. Davis against Smart. Out left to the wing. Outside for Gasol. Here's Hollis-Jefferson. And again, Toronto no up. Now the fast break. Tatum with the ball. The feed to Cantor. In the corner, Smart with it. With the putback. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Boston on top, up 4. And time to step aside. And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. The Celtics shooting a respectable 47% from the field in this one. Walker and Smart, the guards. Tatum out there with Williams. And it's Tice in at the center, locking down the middle. That's the Boston 5. Makes it off the glass.
I think there's a strength that belies that frame of Jason Tatum. He just powers right through right there.
And he commits the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
The Celtics making a switch here. Hayward's checked in. Walker against Lowry. Feeds it to Ibaka. Ibaka drawing the double team. Anunoby has the open look from outside off the mark.
Boy, a wide open shot from his favorite spot. That is one he'd like to have back.
They get it back. Tice. Williams passes to Tice. Smart wide open. He fires. Nice open look, but it's no good.
I'll tell you, even though he's not playing his best basketball, the team has played well and picked it up. I love it.
That's it, and the Celtic lead is cut down now to just 4 points with the basket from Anunoby. Down low and stolen by Siakam. And they're pushing it up. Lobs it up for Ibaka, and Ibaka slams it in.
Well, just terrific timing from the power forward Serge Ibaka. He is a sensational leaper.
Walker against Lowry. Williams trying to break free. Shot's good by Walker. And the Celtics lead by 4.
And guys, all about hard work from this point on. They've worked hard to create that high-quality shot and then able to knock it down.
Siakam passes to Lowry. Rebound by Williams. Williams has got his 5th rebound in this one. Tice with the ball. Now guarded by Siakam. Takes it from 10. And that one goes long. Raptors trail by 4. Anunoby passes to Powell. He kicks it to Ibaka. Here's Anunoby. Hits the three-point bomb. Anunoby's got 5 points now in the quarter.
The jump shot just keeps improving from OG Anunoby. Amazing. You put in the time, you get into a nice rhythm.
Powell with the steal. Fast break. Here come the Raptors to take the lead. And Hayward with the block. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Hayward. Jason Tatum, he's checked in for the Celtics. Jaylen Brown comes in for Smart. And the Raptors also making a change. Fred VanVleet is checked in for Powell. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. It's stolen by Tice. And Tatum with a clear path to the hoop. Slides through for his 7th basket in 11 tries.
Well, Jason Tatum in a big moment. He is unafraid.
Here's Lowry. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Lowry letting everybody in the building know when there's a big bucket to be made, get me the ball.
Brown against VanVleet. Now here's Brown. He's covered closely.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now on the second.
How exciting is Jaylen Brown as a basketball player? This guy is a skilled forward who loves showing off that ability to dunk the basketball.
Marc Gasol's checked in for Serge Ibaka. Here's Lowry. He nails it. And we're tied up.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Boy, when it's this close, you try not to give up these kinds of buckets. Boy, you got to do better defensively.
And so Siakam will bring it up for the Toronto Raptors. Kicks it out to VanVleet. And stolen by Hayward. Brown with it. Lowry picks him up. Brown drives in. Lays it up off the glass.
Oh, Jaylen Brown with a big shot, proving hard work pays off.
Outside Lowry. Lays it up and banks it in. Lowry's got the game tied up here for Toronto.
Every possession critical, and Kyle Lowry delivers once again.
Here's Tatum. Basket is good. He'll get a chance. And here we go. A coach's challenge has been initiated. We have to now review the personal foul in question.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Hayward against Lowry. Right side to Walker. Hayward passes to Walker. Just 5 on the clock. The putback, good.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
And as a result, they may be facing just a little bit less resistance right now. They are having their way.
Toronto calls timeout. They're behind by 4. 17 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And now, let's present our New Balance Player of the Game, Jason Tatum.
And he's put on a terrific show of skill in the paint. A combination of moves, footwork, and that soft touch down low. It's all added up to one dominant performance for the big fella.
It drops.
Well, Siakam in the clutch. What a delivery.
Johnson against Walker. It's Brown on the wing. Wide open. That shot, no good. Toronto calls timeout. They're trailing by 2. 1 second left in the fourth quarter. Guys, what's your take?
And with under 2 seconds remaining, they need something quick. Don't have time for an extra pass here, but they want to try for a 3 off the inbound play and go for the win. Definitely doable.
Thomas, it's a wide open look. Oh, the all-or-nothing shot, no good. And so it's Boston scraping by with the win. What a show they put on here at home tonight.
I mean, these are those games that feel so...
David, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for... And just about to get underway as the starting fives. Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for this, and here are the five for the Raptors. Anunoby and Siakam in at the forward slot. Right, Van Vliet out there with Lowry, and it's Ibaka in at the 5. And for the Hawks, Young and Herter make up the backcourt. Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. And it's Capella in at the 5 down low. Collins kicks to Young. Back to Collins. Hawks passing it around. Pass to Hunter. And here's Young from the arc. And it's DeAndre Hunter with the foul. That's his first foul. Well, the outcome tonight, Greg, could come down to the big man up front.
You know, versatility will be key. The front court that can be physical but also pass it, stretch the floor, will likely be the victor.
Oh, and a fast break for Atlanta. Here's Young. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
He's fearless. Trae Young knows he's probably going to take contact, and it doesn't matter at all.
Now Van Vliet. There's the feed to Ibaka. They get a hand on it. Capella with it. Now guarded by Siakam. Here's Collins. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
As usual, beasting inside. John Collins puts defenders in no-win situations.
It's his first trip to the line.
Well, John Collins has the potential to be a star for this team. Continues to be a powerhouse on the offensive end. He can attack from inside as well as outside.
Lowry passes to Anunoby. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
This is what I like about Lowry, not just looking for his shot, even though he's an excellent scorer.
There's the pass to Young. From deep. They get the rebound. And it's blocked by Ibaka. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. Here's Siakam. Good, and Van Vliet gets the assist.
He's a well-coordinated athlete who will outwork you. Siakam hustles up the floor on every possession.
And Collins said so himself. He believes he'll be a max contract player when he hits free agency.
You know what, GA? I love the confidence from him. And you look year to year, his numbers are improving at an unbelievable rate. He just might get that max contract.
And what started it all, terrific anticipation on the defensive end.
Most teams now are looking to play with pace. No better way to ignite the break than off a turnover.
Reddish, he's checked in for Kevin Herter. We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. And they have certainly been looking locked in offensively.
They sure have, staying aggressive and playing under control.
Siakam kicks to Van Vliet. Back to Siakam. 6 on the shot clock. Over Collins. And no good. Trying to use the glass.
Not pretty. You've just got to shake off a miss like that.
Reddish's shot is good.
Beautiful take from Cam, absorbing the contact and muscling through it.
Right side Lowry. And Capella sends it back. And he's able to get it back. Siakam for 3. The shot misses. So Atlanta will take it the other way. Pushing it up. Young passes to Hunter. Kicks it to Capella. Stolen by Van Vliet. And here again, the Raptors in transition. Up the court they go.
And you have to credit Anunoby. He's put in the work to become a better playmaker.
And so Young will bring it up for Atlanta. Trailing by 2. Here's Hunter. Serge Ibaka with the rebound. And here's the fast break. Siakam leading the way. Pass to Anunoby. His second shot goes in. Off to a good start. 2 for 2.
This isn't a tough case to crack. If they want to put an end to this run, they'll need to start getting back on D.
Capella. Good work defensively by Ibaka.
He goes up strong, but he is met with resistance. I think that surprised him a little bit.
Van Vliet, right side. To the left wing. It's stolen by Capella. It's stolen by Lowry. And Ibaka kicks to Siakam. And that one is off. Good work defensively by Capella. Passes it to Reddish. Good work defensively by Ibaka. It's stolen by Capella. Young outside. We've got 33 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Feeds to Capella. Patton coming off the assist from Young.
I just love Trae Young's feel for the game. Oftentimes, he can see the play develop before anyone else.
Here's Lowry. Down it goes, his third basket. He's now 3 for 4. There's 14 seconds left in the first. To the middle. Capella, the pass to Reddish. With 1 on the clock. No good on the last second attempt there. And we reached the end of the first quarter. Raptors lead by 4. 2K Sports back in a moment here in Atlanta. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And guys, what's your take on Toronto so far?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Yeah, they were very physical and very aggressive. They've just been the better team so far.
So on the floor for Toronto to start this second quarter. It's Boucher out there with Marc Gasol. Then there's Norman Powell. Then there's Davis. And it's Hollis Jefferson in at the 3 slot. Looking at current NBA players, Greg, leaving aside the real star players, who would you love to have played with from this era?
And there's so many guys that, you know, and I hate to call them role players because they bring so much more to the table. But in reality, they got to fill some roles, right? And, you know, John Collins is a guy who's got great potential, a tremendous finisher around the rim. How about Robert Covington, a smooth shooter who defends his tail off? Davis Bertans, a deadly floor spacer who can put the ball down and create and make plays. So there's so many guys like that in the league that make a difference in determining whether your team can win or lose.
Boy, those are 3 names I don't know that I would have mentioned, so I'm glad you did. Wants to get it to Hollis Jefferson, and does. The high post shot. The shot by Powell, no good.
Easy chance from mid-range. Wouldn't be surprised to see them run that play again.
Well, you know, he was once the future of the Hawks guard spot. But now Jeff Teague has returned to the team as a backup to the new face of the franchise.
You know, GA, Jeff Teague's going to be comfortable with any role he's given. Right now, running the second unit might be the best use of his skill set at this stage. But what I like, you can play the 2 together, him and Trae Young, and take ball handling duties away from Trae and let him spot up and shoot it.
And now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second quarter. It's tipped. Oh, and a fast break for Atlanta. Here's Herter. Boucher defending. Herter, no good. Oh, he's going up for the alley-oop here. And it's Hollis Jefferson with the jam.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. Jones finds Teague. Here's Bembry. To the paint. Teague can't hit.
I'm not sure what happened on that play. May have relaxed a little bit once he got to the rim.
Hollis Jefferson, good.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And now the first timeout called here for the Hawks.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
And it boils down to the question. Toughness. One team showing it, the other allowing itself to be bullied.
Atlanta making some changes. Bruno Fernando comes in for Dwayne Dedmon. And it's Reddish in for Kevin Huerter. They could use a bucket. Got a hand on it.
I mean, he's staying aggressive, trying to regain his touch. But right now, he's hurting the team.
The Hawks trail by 9. Teague bounce pass. Shoots a fader. The putback. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Davis against Teague. And he banks in the layup. Teague's got 7 points.
Shutout in the first quarter. He's heating up now. I like the aggressiveness.
Powell, the pass to Gasol. And the shot goes in. And the Raptors lead by 7.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Pass to Fernando. Back to Jones. It's hauled in by the Raptors. Here's Powell. Up and in on the layup. And now it's a 9-point Toronto lead.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
Bembry the pass to Teague. And now here's Davis, the fast break opportunity. Wants to get it to Hollis Jefferson, and does.
Agile play to get his hand in there and get the steal. Intelligent play to immediately start the break.
Here's Bembry, guarded by Powell.
And for his offense, this has just been a brutal period.
Loads it up for Davis. Here's Fernando. And he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
Turning defense into offense. Every coach talks about it. Perfect example right there.
Inside. Gasol finds Davis. Clock at 6. Jones looking for an opening. Teague the pass to Fernando. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
The Hawks shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
Yeah, and 79% from the line as a team a season ago. Pretty reliable in that regard.
And so it's Toronto holding up. Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the 3rd quarter of action following halftime.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
The first quarter for the Raptors was fairly even. They had a 4-point advantage at the end of the period. For the Raptors, and that should...
And we've got 3rd quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. Without question, Jeff Teague displaying his skills today.
I guess you could say his performance transcends the stat sheet.
Well, there are guys who worry about their numbers. He is not one of those guys, believe me. Fred VanVleet, a weapon from the outside, has a great shot that he can pull up at a moment's notice. He's consistent on catch and shoots as well as off the dribble.
Huerter the 2 with Hunter at the 3. Collins is out there with Clint Capella. And it's Young in at the point. So that's the Hawks 5. And the shot is good. The Raptor lead has been cut to just 7 on the basket from Young.
We saw that coming all the way. Trae Young just doing what he does best.
Lowry passes to Ibaka. To the middle. Anunoby, no good.
And with VanVleet, about half of his shots are from deep.
You're right, GA. That's the #1 part of his offense, of his game right now. He can shoot it deep, but he also can drive it. He shoots a low field goal percentage from those shots because of the distance. But I love Fred VanVleet. He knows how to play.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
Here's Huerter. In the corner, it's Hunter. Back to Huerter. Young outside. 6 to shoot. Here's Capella. And it's Van Vliet with the rebound.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
And Lowry gets it to go.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
Collins passes to Capella. Down low. Hunter, no good. Raptors leading by 9. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Hawks. And the Hawks making a change here. Dedmon's checked in. Two minutes gone in this third quarter now. Collins kicks to Young. Off target from three-point range. The Raptors have gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. Outside Lowry. Shoots the 3. It's not going to go for it. So Atlanta will take it the other way. Young from outside. The rebound by Ibaka. Ibaka's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Siakam left side. Ibaka outside. Greg, if you're a small market team, how do you convince stars that you've drafted and developed to stay and re-sign?
It's a great question, Kevin. I actually think in a lot of ways it's easier today because you can be box office. You can be a superstar in a small market and have the name recognition because of the era we play in. And so I think the biggest way to keep them there is to build a championship caliber team around them. I think that is your saving grace. If you can prove to them that you can build a championship caliber team, I don't really think that there is a reason to want to leave.
That's a solid blueprint.
And Lowry has no problem setting up teammates. He strikes a good balance between passing and scoring.
Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over.
And you look over the course of Kyle Lowry's career, he's bounced around for quite some time, but boy, has he found a home in Toronto.
And you know, GA, a few summers back, had a chance to leave, but he stayed with the Toronto Raptors. What a decision that was. Reason why? He helped lead this team to their first title. Kyle Lowry's been loved by this franchise. He'll go down as one of the all-time great Raptors.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
A minute 20 left in the third quarter. Davis against T. And there's the pass to Boucher. He feeds it to Gasol.
A mobile defender. Dedmon's instincts matching up with his athleticism. Looks good right there.
Hawks passing it around. They get it again. Fernando can't get it to go. Here's Toronto now. Good momentum, 8 straight points. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's going to be on Cam Reddish. The Raptors have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line. The first one falls. Both shots good from the stripe.
We've seen him put a lot of pressure on the defense and then cash in at the line.
And so it's Teague with it. He'll bring it up for the Hawks. 15-point game to the inside. Dedmon. Good work defensively by Gasol.
All the energy is on the other side right now, and every miss just makes it worse.
You know what? This has always been a debate. Do you take the timeout or do you let your guys try to fight through it?
T kicks to Reddish. To the paint. Here's Fernando. It's hauled in by the Raptors. Boucher's got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Gasol. And the basket is good. Gasol's got his 2nd basket.
They are just killing them on the interior.
And here's Reddish. Pass to Fernando. Beyond the arc. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. The Raptors out in front. And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. The Hawks trail by 19. Our fourth quarter action underway, presented by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups. So for Toronto right now, Siakam at power forward with Gasol at center. Terrence Davis is out there with Powell, and it's Hollis Jefferson in at the small forward.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Kyle Lowry, he's checked in for the Raptors. The Hawks shooting around 24%. Not a good showing here. Outside, Jones. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Yeah, how about that one? Able to maintain control and finish the play.
Fred VanVleet is checked in for Davis.
Last season, Damian Jones getting ample chances to show what he could do. Not a huge quantity guy, but boy, he made the most of his touches.
You know, Damian Jones, he makes about 2/3 of his shots for his career. He knows what it's about, and that's finishing at the rim. A bit of an old school center in that regard. He lives at the rim on both ends.
And Young kicks to Reddish. Gasol against Capella. Over Gasol. The Hawks again can't hit. Toronto leading by 18. Powell finds VanVleet. And Jones pulls it down. For Atlanta, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. And it's Hunter with the jam.
Love the unselfishness. Not only can Cam create for himself, he can also create for others.
Lowry against Capella. Outside Gasol. Passes it to Powell. Just 5 to shoot. The Raptors need to get a shot off. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. The Atlanta making some changes. Collins checked in for Damian Jones. And Kevin Huerter subbed in for Reddish. Serge Ibaka has checked in for the Raptors. OG Anunoby comes in for Norman Powell.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
VanVleet can't get it to go. The Hawks trail by 16. Pass to Huerter. Back to Young. Puts up a 3. Toronto grabs the miss. Ibaka's got rebound number 7 for him tonight.
I can see he's pressing a little now, trying desperately to help them shrink this deficit.
Yeah, that was the 3rd straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Young's shot is good.
Some guys just understand how to generate points. He's one of them.
Lowry up top, defended by Young. The feed to Ibaka. Lowry against Young. And the whistle blows as the basket counts, and a 3-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up.
Rugged finish by Serge. Takes the hit, converts through it for a potential and one.
And as he gets deeper into his career, Serge Ibaka's shooting continues to improve. What a great job he's done of changing how he scores.
It's very impressive because a late bloomer Serge Ibaka has been on the offensive end. Let's look at last season, his highest point per game average, and he's in his 11th NBA season. That still has great efficiency on the offensive end, but sometimes he's overlooked as a scorer on this team.
You have got to be kidding.
Hey, talk about taking things into your own hands. Down low, releases, goes back up, and it's Capella missing. And so Ibaka will bring it up for the Toronto Raptors. They lead by 20. That's the most we've seen. VanVleet left side. And he makes good on the layup.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for Toronto.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Kyle Lowry.
High-level shot making, what we got a chance to witness. He responded to good defense with better offense time and time again. I'll tell you, for a veteran, Ibaka still gets sky high on these alley-oops.
And it's Capella missing.
He just doesn't look like himself this quarter. Something's missing.
And it also shows you how difficult this game is. He's just a little bit off, but it can result in missing everything.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Serge Ibaka picks one up there.
Aggressive move by Capella. His length and athleticism, it's tough to handle when he gets the ball that deep.
A new group in now for the Raptors. Chris Boucher's checked in for Siakam. Stanley Johnson comes in for OG Anunoby. Thomas checked in for Fred VanVleet. And McCaw subbed in for Kyle Lowry. Outside Thomas. There's 25 seconds left to play in the final quarter. A new 14 for the Raptors. Good ball movement here by the Raptors. No good from McCaw. Labissiere, the pass to Bembry. He kicks it to Graham. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the court.
And so Toronto takes this one, but by a big margin. This crowd was stunned by the man. All right, David, thank you. And that'll do it, folks. For David. It's and with tip.
Hey, Kevin, with the stick.
Growing together and staying healthy. Two important parts. Thanks, D.A. Here are the 5 for the Raptors. Here we go. Siakam and Ibaka, the duo down low. Lowry out there with Fred VanVleet. And it's Anunoby in at the small forward position. And for Philadelphia, the tall lineup out there for the 76ers. Simmons, Richardson, Harris, Horford, and Embiid. Now here's Embiid. And it's blocked by Ibaka.
The size, the timing of Ibaka, tailor-made for protecting the rim.
The shot by Lowry, no good.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Simmons. Here's Embiid. Well, it was only a matter of time, but they finally get the bucket.
Took a little time, but they get one to go. Maybe they're warmed up now.
Ball's knocked loose. Out of bounds. It'll be 76ers ball. Let's take another look at the staunch defense during that mobile 1 block.
Some intimidation right away. Got to show those shooters you're going to be there all night long.
Now here's Simmons. Stolen by VanVleet. One-on-one here. Lobbed up there for VanVleet. And stolen by Richardson. And here comes the break. Simmons with it. Lowry picks him up. Ben Simmons gets the bucket.
You know, what touch from the Australian native, Ben Simmons. I mean, he's so good at staying under control, even when facing physical contact.
Lowry against Simmons. Lowry passes to Anunoby. Back to Lowry. 6 on the shot clock. And Embiid with the block.
Yeah, good energy and awareness that time by Embiid to deny that shot.
For Philadelphia, they've gone 2 of 6 in the field. Richardson dishes to Horford and finished off by Horford.
And how about breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk?
A nice way to pad that lead a little more. You're right.
Yes, indeedy. Well done.
Now here is Lowry. Passes to Siakam. Ibaka with the ball. And here's Lowry. The shot from the low post is good.
A veteran guard with a knack for penetrating defenses. Lowry can pretty much get any shot he wants.
Here's Simmons, and Simmons slams it in.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam.
Really piling on the lead with a dunk like that.
Now here is Lowry. And Ibaka kicks to Lowry. Banked in off the glass. Greg, how special was it for you that you had your number 50 retired at UNLV?
You know, that's something I can honestly say. As a kid, you dream about a lot of things. Winning, you know, playing at the highest levels. That's something I never really fathomed, is to have your jersey hanging up in an arena. That was a surreal moment, a really cool moment, and it was awesome to be able to share it with my family and friends.
And people probably don't know that you grew up in Las Vegas, so it was probably doubly special, wasn't it?
Exactly. Born and raised.
Here's Embiid after the made shot from Kyle Lowry. And there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the 76ers.
Guys, right from the start, it's been apparent they're determined to establish a presence in the paint.
Also, what passing we've seen from them here early. I mean, there could be a big number in the assist column if this keeps up.
Here's what Philadelphia's going with right now. Scotty's checked in for Horford. Korkmaz comes in for Tobias Harris. Matisse Thybulle checked in for Richardson. And it's Burks in for Ben Simmons.
And how about the defensive impact Embiid has on the floor? He's a great rim protector who can swipe an errant pass every so often.
Yeah, I agree with you, Greg. I mean, he's just so big. He's mammoth. I mean, he's not only tall and long, he's deep, too. He's a thick guy. So he's an excellent rim protector, discourages inside attempts at a high rate, clogs up the paint. That length is a huge asset. And then his foot movement. His agility for a guy of his size is pretty impressive, too.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position. The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
Hollis Jefferson in the post, defended by Scott. The shot by Powell, no good.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look. Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
And the 76ers with some changes. Glenn Robinson, the third, is checked in for Furkan Korkmaz. And it's Shake Milton in for Matisse Thybulle.
Making it look effortless. Send this guy to the stripe. He's going to cash in more than not.
And Gasol gets it to go.
Boy, the confidence of Gasol on the block is really impressive to see. I mean, once he gets good positioning, he goes right to work.
Scott, good.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Hollis Jefferson kicks to Powell. Tipped away. It's stolen by Milton. And so it's Philadelphia, bringing the quarter to a close with a 7. And earlier we got a few words from Marc Gasol regarding his former teammate in Toronto, Kawhi Leonard.
The way he plays defensively, you know what he stands for.
And of course, Gasol and Leonard won the championship together in 2019. Largely, Greg, because of their ability to play defense and get stops.
And two former defensive players of the year on the same team. That's going to be your foundation. But both guys were tremendous at the other end as well, albeit in different ways.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And guys, what's your take so far on Philadelphia?
Just a terrific first quarter, sparked really by their unselfishness.
Yeah, and you know, so many of their hoops came off an assist, which is a good sign of ball movement and sharing that ball.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. So on the floor for Philadelphia, we've got Alec Burks, Joel Embiid out there with Mike Scott. Then it's Robinson, and it's Milton in at the 2. And it's Hollis Jefferson with the jam.
Yeah, loitering above the rim, Hollis Jefferson with athleticism to burn.
Burks finds Robinson. Philadelphia moving the ball around. It's tipped. It's Powell on the wing. Still looking for his first bucket in this one.
And you could see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other.
And I tell you what, guys, that's a big play to make in a close game. Potential momentum builder there.
Robinson for 3. But they get it back. Milton the pass to Scott. And there's the feed to Embiid. And the dunk by Embiid.
Yeah, Embiid plays with really good effort, and he plays with an effervescence that's contagious, and it's really endearing for a guy of his size.
Now here is Davis. Shots good by Boucher.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
Robinson kicks to Burks. The pass to Milton. Now here's Burks. Back to Milton. Inside, here's Embiid. Pass to Burks. In the corner, it's Robinson. Off target from outside. Toronto trailing. Lob pass to Gasol. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And the pass there floated it up to the precise spot it needed to be.
And no messing around on the finish. He powers it through.
And that's an alley-oop that'll be loop to loop all day long on the highlight reel.
Fires it up. Robinson can't get that one to fall. The Raptors have gone a perfect 4 of 4 since the second quarter began. Perfect from the field.
And Glenn Robinson, a player that was moved at the deadline last year, showed that he's a solid participant when given the minutes.
Agreed, Greg. I mean, he gives you a little bit of everything at the 3. He's learned to play within himself and really never hurts you in any aspect of the game. Those are the kind of guys you have to find minutes for.
Now, here's Boucher. Pass to Hollis Jefferson. Back to Boucher. Shot clock at 6. Misses off the right iron. Philadelphia's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Robinson misses.
Boy, just cannot buy a bucket, guys. I'll tell you what, that's a painful quarter for him, and it's painful for me to watch, too.
And the foul on Mike Scott. That is his first foul of the game. And the 76ers with a completely new group now. Richardson against Lowry. Another field goal for him. 4 for 6 shooting tonight.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Ben Simmons gets the bucket. Simmons got it all tied up now for the 76ers.
Can't shake Simmons. He is very used to getting hit on these kinds of looks and just plays right through the contact.
To the middle. And Serge Ibaka, the bucket on the assist by Lowry. Ibaka's got the lead. Back up to 2 now for the Raptors. Harris outside. Back to Richardson. He kicks it to Simmons. Korkmaz passes to Horford. And out of bounds as the Raptors gain possession. .109 left in the second quarter. Dishes it to Ibaka. Van Vliet wide open. Offline with his 3.
And, you know, even though that shot didn't go down, I like how they got him a wide open look in space there.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
And, you know, guys, always a tough catch on the lob. Placement and timing have to be close to perfect.
Richardson. Another miss by Philadelphia. And Siakam has got the ball here for the Toronto Raptors. Their defense has only allowed 4 points in the quarter.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get.
Oh my goodness! That was effective. Really can't let Simmons get going off of these dunks. I mean, his confidence just rises when he slams it down like that.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Richardson the pass to Korkmaz. Harris kicks to Simmons. Two free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
That's what you call being a master of your craft from Simmons. I mean, fooled the entire defense in the paint there.
And so he hits both. Siakam looking around. And that'll do it for the first half.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody, good to see you. For Toronto, the first quarter was not an easy one. They struggled to find an offensive rhythm or come up with enough stops and sunk in.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. One of the stories here, Kyle Lowry getting it done today.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
You know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
Setting the floor for the Raptors. Anunoby and Siakam in at the forward slots. And Van Vliet out there with Lowry, and it's Ibaka in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And that one's good. Simmons. Greg, I know you've played for some great coaches in your day. What is it that separates the truly elite coaches, in your opinion, from just coaches that are pretty good?
I think the one attribute that's most important for a great coach is consistency. And I've said this, you can coach a lot of different ways, you can win a lot of different ways, but you've got to be sincere.
Yeah, Josh Richardson is just not a scorer and defender, folks. He can pass it, too.
Lowry against Horford. Lowry passes to Siakam. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there.
You two players,
An outstanding defensive play to earn the mobile one block.
And guys, that's about as good a defensive play as you'll see. Instant reaction to get a hand to the shot.
Toronto with the ball. 6 to shoot. In the corner, it's Van Vliet. Hits it from three-point range. Van Vliet's got 5 now.
And so far in the second half, this has been a different kind of game than what we saw early on.
No question about it. I mean, these teams are really battling hard now.
Richardson for 3. No good. Shot missing. So the Raptors will take it the other way. Siakam with it. Now defended by Embiid. Pass to Van Vliet. Back to Ibaka. Good work defensively by Horford.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
Raptors leading by 3. And the call will be against Al Horford. That's his first foul. Glenn Robinson, the third, is checked in for the 76ers. Shake Milton comes in for Ben Simmons. Then for the Raptors, Marcus All's checked in for Ibaka. Norman Powell comes in for Fred Van Vliet. And it's Terrence Davis in for Kyle Lowry. Gasol on the high post. Back to Siakam. And stolen by Horford. Milton the pass to Harris. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. The pass to Milton. It's Richardson on the wing. Richardson missing again.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
And the shot goes in from Siakam. Siakam's got the lead up to 5 now for the Raptors. The 76ers have gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. Pass to Harris. Horford high post. Powell with the steal. Anunoby against Richardson. And finished off by Siakam.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there.
Boy, I tell you what, guys, this is really getting close to being real ugly.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Stolen by Robinson. Here's Richardson. The shot's good on the assist by Horford.
Richardson getting points in transition. Easy buckets thanks to his hustle after the steal. And that's how you take advantage of the turnover.
In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Gasol kicks to Davis. Shot clock at 5. Inside. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
And some changes here for the 76ers. Korkmaz checked in for Robinson. Matisse Thybulle comes in for Shake Milton. And it's Burks in for Richardson. Raptors also changing it up. Chris Boucher comes in for Pascal Siakam. Hollis Jefferson subbed in for Anunoby.
And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication, and now he's able to make them pay.
Davis looking for an opening. To the paint. Here's Boucher. Oh, what a dunk!
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark.
And guys, I know there are a lot of questions right now defensively for this team. There's no doubt about that.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Powell inside. Burks covering. Count that bucket. And it's an 11-point Raptor lead.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Davis drives in, and it's Davis finishing it off.
Gasol is one of the best passers in the league. I mean, in his position, there aren't many better. Excellent at scanning the floor and finding the open man.
And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. The talented combo up front, Horford and Embiid. Simmons is out there with Matisse Thybulle, and it's Korkmaz in at the three, the small forward. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. A nice shot by Gasol.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
And how? I mean, they're taking this defense to task, taking them to school. Every one of their last 10 points have come in the paint.
Siakam is checked in for Toronto. Here is Lowry. Got a piece of it. Pass to Hollis Jefferson. Lowry dishes to Ibaka. Back to Lowry. Clock at 6. And Serge Ibaka, the bucket on the assist by Lowry. Lowry's got his third assist on the night. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Man, I can't believe he blew that gimme, guys. Well, I know he's frustrated about that.
Van Vliet kicks to Lowry. Back to Van Vliet. Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock into it. In the corner, Horford with it. Back to Korkmaz. Thybulle, the pass to Simmons. Passes it to Thybulle. Now Embiid. Simmons inside. Now recovering. No good that time. Now the Raptors moving it up. Now here's Hollis Jefferson. Defended by Thybulle. They double him with Simmons. Left side, Ibaka. Simmons with the defensive effort. The 76ers trail by 15. Thybulle, the pass to Simmons. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to be on Siakam.
And what patience from Simmons on offense. I mean, really skilled at making the defense get a little shaky when he has the ball.
And the 76ers with some changes. Tobias Harris comes in for Korkmaz. And Josh Richardson subbed in for Matisse Thybulle. OG Anunoby's checked in for Toronto. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Toronto.
Guys, their play close to the hoop has been great all game.
Yeah, Clark, the other thing that sticks out for me, the number of assists they've made over the course of this game.
Well, Greg, Pascal Siakam won Most Improved Player in the league in 2019. And as we've talked about, had a case for it again in the 2020 voting.
I tell you, Siakam's play jumped so much again. He deserved the recognition. He continued to press himself to be an elite forward. Rare for a former MIP winner to even be considered for the award more than once.
Lowry passes to Anunoby, and the shot goes in. Anunoby's got his first bucket of the night.
And, you know, Lowry looks to set up his open teammates beautifully. Nice dime there, and it really keeps the team tied together nicely.
And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. If you go step in a time machine, what would you like and dislike about playing in this era at this time?
Well, no doubt about the tempo and the spacing. I think that more than anything allows for the true skill and artistry of the game to be on display. I probably wouldn't want to get switched onto Embiid down low. that wouldn't. I would probably dislike that and let it be known vociferously.
But I always pictured you as being fearless, like you would never turn down that kind of challenge.
I wouldn't turn it down publicly.
Richardson outside. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. And a wide open look for Simmons. It's good from long range. Simmons got 5 points now this quarter.
And I think this is crucial for his confidence and his game. When Ben Simmons is connecting from deep, you know he's feeling it and dangerous.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for Toronto.
You know, a team can have a great shooting night without getting a lot of assists, but tonight they had both.
Yeah, and listen, you only get the assist if the guy you give it to makes the shot. So a lot of assists will up your field goal percentage, but this was a great team effort by everyone.
And you know, looking back in all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Davis.
Yeah, and he was relentless, nonstop energy. I mean, he just never slowed down or turned off.
Here's Van Vliet, and that one good. And the Raptors lead by 17.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Boy, a fantastic performance. And I tell you something, I mean, you get roadkill, that's always a challenge in the NBA, no matter what, and they got it done.
Simmons hits the close-range jumper.
Yeah, and you know, for Simmons to be so young, he has a great basketball IQ, and he plays to his strengths on offense and plays to them well.
Siakam outside. Ibaka right side. Lowry against Simmons. Now here is Lowry. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that about wraps it up. a soaring CN Tower. So let's take a look at the Boston Celtics starting lineup. Walker and Brown, they're manning the backcourt. Hayward at small forward with Tatum at the 4. And it's Tice in at the pivot, manning the middle. And for Toronto, Siakam and Ibaka, the duo down low. Lowry out there with Fred VanVleet. And it's Anunoby in at the 3, the small forward.
And when talking about Tatum, it's hard not to think back to 2017 when Danny Ainge traded back to 3, essentially choosing him over Markelle Fultz.
Yeah, and now Fultz is starting to pick it up a little bit, though. Watch him. He's going to be dynamic. But you're right. Certain deals can define a franchise. And Ainge, he's unafraid to take chances.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, you can tell they love to get out and run when the opportunity is there.
Now here's Walker. Tice trying to break free. And Tice throws it down.
And the second chance becomes a dunk we could feel over here.
GA, such a good, aggressive play in the paint. Lowry against Walker. Lowry, good.
A veteran guard with a knack for penetrating defenses. Lowry can pretty much get any shot he wants.
Here's Walker. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
Now here's VanVleet. And stolen by Tatum. And here comes Brown, leading the fast break. Siakam pulls it in. Raptors have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. And he lobs it up.
Absolutely the prettiest play in basketball, executed to perfection.
I don't think you'd get an argument there. Everybody loves the alley-oop. And it's Brown missing.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. VanVleet passes to Ibaka. Outside for Lowry. Brown against VanVleet. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
So difficult to defend Ibaka inside the length, the improved strength, and he's one of those bigs who doesn't mind going to the line.
Cantor checked in for Daniel Tice. The Celtics on offense. 4-point game. Outside, Walker. If you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Feeds to Cantor. Another shot. And Walker finishes inside.
And although he's smaller, Walker doesn't fear going inside. I mean, he knows he can get his shot over anyway.
And here's Lowry. And he lays it straight in. Lowry's got his second basket of the game. In terms of acquiring the types of players you like, Greg, which front offices have you evaluated that really lead the way?
It's a great question. You know, I think coming off the dynasty, and if you ask Golden State, they'll tell you they're still in the midst of it. I think they do a terrific job. The Celtics are right at the top, too, though. Danny Ainge and Brad Stevens are in sync with what they do and how they develop players, but also how they find those diamonds in the rough. And let's give a shout-out to Toronto with what they've done over the last 5 or 6 years. They've created a level of excellence there that has them on the same path as some of the best teams in our league.
A lot of good GMs out there. Danny Ainge of Boston, you talked about them, probably one of the best. Catching up on the changes for Toronto. Marcus Gasol is checked in for Ibaka. Hollis Jefferson comes in for OG Anunoby. Powell, he's checked in for Fred VanVleet. And it's Terrence Davis in for Kyle Lowry. Here's Powell. Marcus Smart picking up that last basket. Powell, the pass to Hollis Jefferson. Siakam deciding where to go with it. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Powell. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Chris Boucher's checked in for Toronto. Robert Williams is checked in for the Celtics. Celtics trail by 4. Wanamaker the pass to Smart. And here's Tatum for three. Hollis Jefferson with the rebound.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
And it's Davis missing.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
Oh, I'm always surprised when it doesn't happen. I'm sure these two will have a good laugh about it later.
Smart finds Williams. And here's Tatum for three. They get it back. Back to Williams. Nice ball movement by Boston. And stolen by Tatum. And oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Chalk up two there. 15 seconds left to play here in the first. Powell inside. He's guarded by Williams. Now here's Powell. And the foul on Marcus Smart. That is his first foul of the game. How about that strong defensive performance for this half's Mobile One block?
And early in the game, a defensive play like that goes a long way, establishing the attitude you want.
And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And from what we've seen so far from the Raptors guys, your thoughts?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
With the game being fast-paced these days, you can expect this from a lot of teams, but they did it very well.
On the court right now for the Celtics. Williams is out there with Williams. Then it's Marcus Smart. Then there's Jason Tatum. And it's Wanamaker in at the point guard.
An aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think.
Well, who could forget Jason Tatum's rookie year? I mean, in the 2018 playoffs, all he did was lead the Celtics in scoring at just 20 years old, taking Boston to Game 7 of the conference finals.
Daniel Tice is checked in for the Celtics. Now here's Powell. He's guarded closely. Pass to Boucher. Back to Powell. Shot clock at 6. Boucher's shot is off.
It's not easy to keep him from converting those. I mean, the D has to be airtight. We talk about an unsung hero, Daniel Tice. Last offseason, he agreed to a 2-year deal with the Celtics worth $10 million. Just another great signing by Danny Ainge.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
Tatum looking around. Back to Williams. Outside Tatum. Three-pointer. Makes that one after missing his first 6 shot attempts. 1 for 7 and hungry for more.
And see, Webb, when you look at all that Tice provides for this team, it's amazing he doesn't get more credit.
Well, you're right, Jay, but he is surrounded by great players who deserve to attract the limelight. But he can rebound, defend, set picks. He can stretch the floor, and every year he continues to improve.
OG Anunoby's checked in for Toronto. Fred VanVleet comes in for Norman Powell, and a change for the Celtics. Brown's checked in. Boucher kicks to VanVleet. Back to Boucher. Kicks it out to VanVleet. No good on the 3.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the 3.
Offensive rebound. The kick out to Williams. And here's Brown outside. Rebound by the Raptors. VanVleet outside. Outside Davis. Anunoby has the open look. Offensive rebound.
Well, they get away with it here, but that's not a shot you should ever be giving him.
And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2.
Something we saw a lot from Brown as an amateur, the ability to draw fouls and get to the line.
And Jason Tatum, he got a lot of the pub last year, and deservedly so. but Jaylen Brown made monstrous strides as well, especially when it came to efficiency.
Some changes for Toronto. Serge Ibaka, he's checked in for Gasol. Pascal Siakam comes in for Chris Boucher. And it's Kyle Lowry in for Terrence Davis. And then for Boston, Enes Kanter's checked in for Williams. Gordon Hayward comes in for Smart. And Walker subbed in for Brad Wanamaker. Hayward against Van Vliet. Hayward passes to Kanter. Back to Hayward. Here's the three. That one, no good. And Toronto will come the other way. And you look at Brown's field goal percentage and his free throw percentage, Greg, both career highs last season.
And, Kev, his shot was never broken. The motion never had to be rebuilt. Brown's problem coming into the league was that he would shoot the ball differently every time. Once he landed on the repeatable mechanics, you could see the consistency start to take form.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Lowry kicks to Anunoby. Van Vliet wide open. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Well, that's almost a sure thing when you leave him that wide open on the perimeter. I mean, that's his sweet spot.
Hayward on the wing. Three-pointer. Keeps it alive. And Kanter able to finish. Kanter's got 4 points now in the quarter.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
Lowry against Brown. Now here is Lowry. Not a lot of room. Out to the wing. And here's Van Vliet from the arc. The rebound by the Celtics. Tice has got his 6th rebound on the night. Here's Brown, and Brown throws it down.
You can't leave guys open around Walker, I'll tell you that. He sees when the defense is overcommitted.
Right side Lowry. Passes it to Siakam. The feed to Ibaka. Lowry has the open look. And it's off from three-point range. And so it's Hayward with it. He'll bring it up for the Celtics. Here's Brown. And it's denied. Sent back by Siakam. To the inside. And taken away by Brown. And here's the break. Here's Walker. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And that's it for the first half of action in what's been a very...
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. Boston found themselves in a close game in the first. Some good moments from both teams. And that'll do it for us. The third quarter about to begin.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. One of the stories here, Jason Tatum getting it done today.
Well, he left his mark on that first half with his quick hands. Great sense of timing to pile up the steals.
Yeah, he's busting his tail, making his presence known. A great job defensively so far.
Anunoby and Siakam in at the forward slots. Fred Van Vliet out there with Lowry, and it's Ibaka in at the center, locking down the middle. That's Nick Nurse's 5 as we get into the second half. Lowry feeling it out a bit. There's the pass to Ibaka. It's stolen by Tice. Up top, Tatum. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Tatum's got the lead up to 5 now for Boston.
I mean, you see the strength of Tatum already. Broad shoulders. I mean, able to make shots through contact.
Lowry passes to Anunoby. For 3, Van Vliet. That shot off. And the Celtics going the other way now.
And I remember a lot of scouts wondered whether Brown could ever become a 20-point-per-game scorer. That question was answered in only his 4th season.
Oh, yeah, it didn't take long for him to answer that question. And he did it in a variety of ways. He hit more threes, drew more fouls, did a better job of converting at the rim. And the scary part is Feels like he's just getting started.
That's in, and the Celtic lead is cut to just 5 on the basket from Kyle Lowry.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
You'd like to see a little more energy coming out of halftime on the defensive end.
And Hayward is right there. Hayward's got his second bucket tonight.
I like how Hayward positions himself on the glass. I mean, he's great at tracking down and misses.
Lowry drives in. One-on-one here. Here's Brown. Tice. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Celtics lead by 9.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Lowry passes to Ibaka. Down low, it's stolen by Tice. And pushing it up, here's Boston. Brown's got the ball, and Hayward hit the stuff.
Oh, what incredible precision. Brown cutting the D to pieces with his pass.
To the paint, and stolen by Tatum.
Get on Jason.
It's good. Tatum's got 4 this quarter.
Yeah, and the defense has been on their back heels with the way they've been running the ball up the floor.
And there's the foul. It's on Jaylen Brown. That's his first foul. And the Raptors with some changes. Marcus All's checked in for Ibaka. Chris Boucher comes in for Pascal Siakam. Davis is subbed in for Fred VanVleet. And a new group in for the Celtics. Williams is checked in for Daniel Tice. Williams comes in for Gordon Hayward. Marcus Smart's checked in for Brown. And Brad Wanamaker subbed in for Walker. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. Strange to see Marcus Gasol shooting from outside. His game, Greg, wasn't always like it is now.
I mean, Gasol has added a 3 to his game in the last seasons with Memphis, and it was an immediate success. He became a functioning stretch 5. Early in his career, he was more likely to drag you to the block and just bruise you more than anything else.
Outside Tatum. That's tipped. Williams kicks to Tatum. 4 on the clock. Here's Wanamaker. Boston getting another chance here. Williams passes to Williams. Right side Tatum. They shoot again. Off the left rim and out.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
And the call will be against Brad Wanamaker. That is his first foul of the game. Pass to Boucher. Back to Davis. Williams with the steal.
All right, playing a little cornerback there. Anticipates the pass and jumps the route.
Here's Smart. And the layup is good.
They're not playing defense with anywhere near the passion they showed in the first half. There's been a big-time drop-off.
Pass to Boucher. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
The Raptors have been solid at the line so far. 4 for 4.
And when you look at their numbers from a season ago, 80% as a unit, that's something you'll be happy with.
Cantor checked in for Williams. Outside Tatum. To the inside. Cantor kicks to Williams. Clock at 6. Smart wide open. He fires. No good on the triple. Raptors trail by 11. Here's Hollis Jefferson. He gets it to fall. That makes it just a single-digit lead. Hollis Jefferson's got his first 2 points of the night. In the corner, Tatum with it. Good, and Smart gets the assist. And the Celtics lead by 12.
And that gives him 2 3-pointers for the game, 1 in each half. I mean, he may add to that total pretty soon.
Powell, the pass to Boucher. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Boucher's got 4 this quarter.
Oh, the timing couldn't have been better on that assist.
It's intercepted. And here's the fast break. Davis leading the way. Deflects the pass. And so it's the Boston Celtics with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. They've got a big advantage in the turnover stats because of their intense defense. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, it's also called making a good read, understanding where everyone is and taking full advantage. Fantastic.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store for us. On the court right now for the Celtics. Brown the small forward with Tatum holding down the 4 spot. Walker and Smart the guards. And it's Cantor in its center.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Davis, the pass to Siakam. Rebounded by the Celtics. Fast break, here we go. Tatum dishes to Brown. The kick out to Walker. Siakam against Brown. And Gasol sends it back.
Wow, trying to challenge Gasol, big-time two-way player. He gets it done on both ends.
And it's Brown missing.
Strong D on the perimeter. That's how you got to play.
Here's Hollis Jefferson. The shot, no good. Great D that time from Tatum. Here's Brown. From 6 feet out, he nails it. Brown's got the lead up to 14 now for the Celtics. Greg, who would you choose as the best defenders of the NBA pick and roll?
Oof. That is a tough one. This will surprise some people. Nikola Jokic is one of the better big men defending the pick and roll, in part because of his instincts. You know, he doesn't impress me in terms of his physical attributes, but his mind, the ability to anticipate, having a sense of how perimeter players play the game. He's a guy that's terrific. I'll give you an oldie but goodie in Andre Iguodala. He's still terrific. And I pick bigger guys because you've got to be able to switch that and guard smaller players. You know, at the center and the swing position, those are 2 guys that still are very reliable.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Kevin, I was able to listen in on what Nick Nurse told his team. He said they played well in certain areas, but the lack of detail to the defensive boards has allowed their opponent too many second-chance opportunities. And that, he said, is the difference in this game. You have to get busy on the glass, Kevin.
Brown wide open, he fires. The basket good off the assist from Hayward. Brown's got 7 now in this quarter.
It took a long time for him to get that first triple. Let's see now, though, if he can get going.
Lowry against Tatum. That one's in there. The Boston lead is cut down to 11 on the bucket from Lowry.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
The kick out to Brown. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. And he uses the glass on the layup. Brown's got 9 points now in just the second half.
And Brown is just utilizing his athleticism yet again. I mean, this time from the interior, though, but just sinking these close-range shots.
And Kemba Walker is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. Here's Ibaka, sent away with authority. And that's out of bounds. Toronto will retain possession. And just about 3 minutes through the 4th quarter here. Van Vliet kicks to Siakam. 6 to shoot. Lowry passes to Van Vliet. Nailed from 3-point land.
And that's just smart basketball. Lowry reading the overcommitment and just whipping the ball to the open man.
It's Brown on the wing. Shoots over Anunoby. Out to Hayward. Brown outside. Tice trying to break free. They grab their own miss. Second chance shot. And he lays it up and in. And the Celtics lead by 12.
And when the score is as lopsided as it is, and you can see they smell blood in the water, my man is going for the jugular.
And stolen by Hayward. And an intentional foul right there. Raptors on defense. The shot by Hayward, wide open. No good from outside.
Oh, man, as good of a shooter as he is, it drives him crazy to miss a wide-open three like that. Oh, their movement is good, and they get the ball into the right hand. Now, usually, he drops those in between jumpers.
No question as to which team gave the better effort tonight. A dominant performance and an outstanding win for the Celtics.
Their hard work on the glass paid off.
I tell you what, they're both excellent rebounding teams, and it was a tough battle underneath all game, and I think ultimately that earned the W.
And something we've come to almost expect is greatness from this guy. Such an overall great performance it was for Jason Tatum.
He affected the game so much with the way he was able to come out and get steals and extra possessions for his team.
And the Raptors going out now with a whole new group, and a new group in for the Celtics. Robert Williams, he's checked in for Jason Tatum. Shemi Ojeleye comes in for Gordon Hayward. Green, he's checked in for Brown. And Langford subbed in for Kemba Walker. Shoots a three. That one's not going to go. And the Raptors with the ball. They trail by 16. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. The first free throw is good. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Now Williams. And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
And let's face it, anytime you can go on the road and win in the fashion they did, you have to.
and getting mentally prepared to compete. You see the focus. You feel the energy. A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. Young and Herter make up the back. Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. And it's Capella in at the 5. And for Toronto, Siakam and Ibaka, the duo down low. Fred VanVleet out there with Lowry. And it's Anunoby in at the small forward. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Back to Young. Now the pass to Collins. Young in the corner. It's stolen by Lowry. And here's the fast break. Siakam leading the way. And Siakam throws it down.
Yeah, what a display of quickness there. If you need to get out and run, Siakam's your guy.
Back to Herter. Young outside. From past the arc. Atlanta gets it back in a new 14. Hunter no good. And so Ibaka, he'll bring it up for the Raptors. Siakam passes to Lowry. VanVleet right side. That falls. Nice feed that time from Kyle Lowry.
And that's just smart basketball. Lowry reading the overcommitment and just whipping the ball to the open man.
Young outside. And once again off the mark by Atlanta.
And I think for years to come, you're going to be talking about the draft that Trae Young was involved in as the picks got swapped. One franchise getting their guy, and this team finding Trae Young. And he's been a blessing for where they need to go.
Good work defensively by Lowry.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Here's Siakam. And Siakam throws it down.
And the handles and confidence of Siakam both have grown just so much. Zero hesitation taking that one to the rack.
Young left side. Outside Collins. To the middle. Here's Capella. The rebound by Ibaka. Brent, you know the Hawks believed in Trae Young on draft day. They made the trade for him and gave up a chance at Doncic.
Well, I don't look at it like that, Kevin. I look at it like Atlanta got their guy. It's not about who else was on the board. It's the fact that they could get their #1 choice, and that was Trae Young.
Herter shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Fred VanVleet picks one up.
Herter showed some great progress in his first year and now showing how much more comfortable he is.
Reddish, he's checked in for Hunter. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. And it's Lowry penetrating, and they pick up 2.
You know, you're going to have success when you can start out shooting 80% from the game. So early offensively, they've been great. That's the way you like to start.
Young, no good.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
Oh, that was something else.
And the penetrating ability of Anunoby, confident when it comes to attacking the defense.
And so Young will bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. 8-point game. Stolen by VanVleet. Now running, there comes Lowry pushing the ball up. Now, here's Anunoby. Young with the steal. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. He hits that shot, his first of the night, now 1 for 6. A new generation of players, Greg, coming into the NBA alongside your son Cole. We've got a lot of players who I think are going to have a long-term impact on this game.
There's no doubt about it. Listen, I hope Cole can have the kind of impact that some of these guys are. But look at the Grizzlies. I think they got 2 terrific ones. Ja Morant has superstar written all over him. Brandon Clark probably surprised some people with his ability to have an impact. And if you look at this past draft, Obi Toppin is one to watch. This is a guy with great size and length who was a perimeter player until he had a growth spurt. So those are the types of players that I think when you combine athleticism and skill with the way the court is spaced, man, can have a tremendous impact in this game.
Poke loose, 5 on the clock, and that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Gasol. Chris Boucher's checked in for Anunoby. 4 on the shot clock. The Hawks need to get off a shot here. Kept alive, Jones. That doesn't fall either. He's missed his first 2 shots tonight. Toronto leading by 6. Oh, he's going up for the alley-oop here. And it's Hollis Jefferson with the jam.
And running with a full head of steam, but completely under control.
Yeah, you think he's comfortable at that speed. He's done it so many times before. Just an absolute blur in transition, and that helps get the rhythm going.
Dedmon's shot is off. The Raptors have gone 6 of 9, shooting it well. And it's Hollis Jefferson with the jam.
When you find yourself up double digits in the first quarter, you know you're doing something right.
Well, dominant so far. That's the responsibility of the starters. Now let's see if everybody else who plays in this game makes the same kind of high-level contributions.
The finish. Finished off the break. Hollis Jefferson's got 6 points.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Well, if there were 4 or 5 boxes to check in terms of the game plan tonight, they might have checked 6. I mean, they're doing everything out there.
And so it's the Toronto Raptors enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. They've been playing some... And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And for the Raptors, this has been the game they wanted to have.
On the attack right from the tip, they've been relentless offensively.
Well, just taking it right at the opposition and the other team right now. No answers and no way to slow them down.
They've got Marc Gasol. Terrence Davis is out there with Norman Powell. Then there's Chris Boucher. And it's Hollis Jefferson in at the 3 spot. That's the group for Toronto to start the second quarter. And the Raptors with the ball. Powell kicks to Hollis Jefferson. Can't get it to drop. Made 3. Missed 2 from the field. Fernando can't get it to go. Toronto leading by 12. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Clearly a foul.
This is his first free throw of the game.
And from the line a season ago, 73%.
First one falls for him. Good on both. Teague with the ball. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Passes to Bembry. He tries for 3. He can't get that one, so the Raptors will take it the other way.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
Inside, Boucher. That's in there. Davis with the assist. Boucher's got his first basket of the night.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket, guys, still shaking. And Davis, here we go. And they double up Davis. Here's Boucher. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
That one goes in.
That's like a morning paper for Jeff Teague. Makes a great read and swings the ball around for a clean look at the bucket.
Now Davis. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Greg, is a broadcaster. Who have been some of your favorite personalities to cover?
Man, that's a great question. You know, most of the stars, I'm a big fan of Durant and Steph and LeBron and those guys. Chris Paul's another one that's a favorite. So many other guys, you know, there's so much more personality and so much more confidence these guys have working in front of the camera. I think that just makes for a better experience.
Somebody asked me the other day who was my favorite. You know who I said?
Who was that?
Greg Anthony.
Oh, you're just saying that because it's true.
Back to Young. Fires from deep. The rebound by Ibaka. Ibaka's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
With him struggling tonight, they need to find some other options out there to keep themselves in the game.
Siakam left side. Outside, Davis. Here's Hunter. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
Good move for Hunter to get to the inside, and he just navigated the defense well.
Van Vliet outside. Here's Davis. Good, and Van Vliet gets the assist. Davis has got 4 points this quarter.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Pass to Hunter. Here's Capella. Banked in off the glass. Capella's got his first bucket in this one.
Just has a nose for the ball. Capella skilled at gaining ideal position for those offensive rebounds.
Ibaka against Capella. Over to the left wing. Shot clock at 6. Oh, and a fast break for Atlanta. Good on that shot, and with that, the Toronto lead is cut down to 11 on the bucket from Young.
They're willing to get out and run. Trae Young will take those points however he can get to them.
Here's Lowry, and Capella sends it back. Good on the shot. 59 seconds left in the first half. Young dishes to Capella. This one for 3. And Young with the basket on the assist from Capella. Young's got 10 points.
Yeah, he couldn't connect on anything from outside in the first quarter, but now he's hit 2 threes in the second quarter, and he looks much better.
And Capella sends it back.
Quick off the floor, has that long reach. Capella there with the intimidation.
Anunoby, he's checked in for the Raptors. Damian Jones is checked in for the Hawks. Reddish comes in for Hunter. And that was a great replay we just saw of our Mobile One block.
The defensive awareness, the timing, when you have to face a defender that can reject you like that, it can alter your approach.
Young with no one around. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Young against Lowry. Siakam outside. 5 to shoot. Trying to get open is Ibaka. And the shot goes in from Siakam. He has 6.
With a harmonious blend of length and strength, Siakam has become a dependable interior scoring option.
And so it's Toronto up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. Shaq is here. It's Toronto with the advantage at the half. They are leading by 12. Shaq, what was your takeaway? And that'll...
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Without question, Trae Young displaying his skills today.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
And so in the game for the Hawks, Herter the 2 with Hunter at the 3. John Collins is out there with Clint Capella, and it's Young in at the 1.
A big man John Collins seeing the court that time.
Van Vliet passes to Siakam. Back to Van Vliet. And there's the call on John Collins. That's his first foul. Here's Siakam. He has 6. Outside for Lowry. And Lowry gets double teamed. 3 on the clock. Count that one from Van Vliet. Van Vliet's got his third basket of the night.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Well, just ripping through right there as he finds the open spot and gets right through there. High basketball IQ play.
And last season for Capella wasn't that easy. Had his year cut short to injury, never got the chance to suit up with his new team in the Hawks.
Some changes for Toronto. Marc Gasol's checked in for Ibaka. And it's Powell in for Fred Van Vliet. Then for the Hawks, Bruno Fernando's checked in for Collins. DeAndre Bembry comes in for Kevin Huerter. And it's Teague in for Trae Young. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. And as it goes out of bounds, Atlanta able to keep the ball here. And with Capella and the Hawks, both are excited for this season.
And on paper, Capella seems like a great fit. Can finish inside, pairs well with John Collins and Trae Young. And Capella could be the difference maker to get this team back in the playoffs.
Chris Boucher's checked in for Pascal Siakam. Boucher's shot is off.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
Here's Hunter. The offensive rebound. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. Now, here's Boucher. Defense right on him. Pass to Lowry. Back to Boucher. The pass to Powell for the three. And again, no good by Toronto. One-on-one here. Fernando, that's good. Fernando's got it back down to single digits for Atlanta.
That's the kind of passing you want there. Work the ball around, keep it moving, try to get an assist on every bucket.
Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Lowry with the ball. Picked up by Teague. And Lowry gets double teamed. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. So it's the Hawks now. The Hawks trail by 9. Capella kicks to Hunter. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Yeah, you could tell Hunter knew he was open, did not hesitate to find him.
Here's Lowry. And it's good for 2. Lowry's got his second bucket of the game to go. Your son, Cole Gregg, was one of the top high school players in America. A lot of services had him number 1. Talk about what it was like going through the recruiting process as a dad.
You know, it was fun for the most part because he really kind of kept everything in perspective. And the teams we dealt with, the schools we dealt with, man, they were all top-notch. So that process, about as enjoyable as one could ask for. But at the same time, it's still stressful, man. That's still your little guy getting ready to head off to college.
Well, you're a dad and a proud one at that. Goes up. And the dunk by Powell.
No doubt among the best passing centers to have ever played this game. Gasol is a guy you can run your offense through, makes quick and decisive decisions.
To the middle. A nice shot by Teague. Teague's got his first points of the game.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there.
You too.
So it's the Hawks now. To the inside, Capella, and the dunk by Capella.
And how about his athleticism? For a big man, Capella is able to make plays above the rim.
Lowry against Teague. Lowry's shot is good. Lowry's got 6.
All the way to the bucket, no resistance. Just swipe the candy from him.
So the wing on the left. Outside Teague. There's the feed to Capella. Tries again. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. They get Marc Gasol.
And the defense Capella provides is huge. I mean, a legitimate shot blocking threat who also rebounds the ball at an efficient rate.
And the Raptors going out now with a whole new group. And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Jones checked in for Hunter. Dwayne Dedmon comes in for Bruno Fernando. Reddish, he's checked in for DeAndre Bembry. And Trae Young subbed in for Teague. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. On the wing, Davis. Here's Van Vliet. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
This is his first trip to the line tonight.
And a very steady season for him at the charity stripe last year. He was right at 85%.
Well, a great player on a great role at the charity stripe. The D has got to be careful about being too aggressive on him and sending him back for freebies.
Atlanta again missing. It could go. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And we've reached the end of the third. Raptors lead by 8. We'll be back shortly, live. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed. And you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Yeah, sometimes that's what can separate some of the best players, not just creating for yourself, but creating for others as well.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. Siakam and Ibaka, the duo down low. Terrence Davis is out there with Fred VanVleet. And it's Hollis Jefferson in at the 3 slot. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. And here's Young from the arc. Siakam pulls it in.
Sometimes you just have an off night, guys, and that's what we've seen so far.
Pass to Ibaka. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It's going to be on Trae Young.
And the defender overcommits a little bit. Ibaka too quick for him on that move. Earns a trip to the line.
Collins checked in for Atlanta.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
Young dishes to Jones. Back to Young. Takes a 3. Offensive rebound. Collins. And finished off by Collins.
Yeah, the way you keep plays alive is with some effort, and John Collins giving it to you.
Here's Van Vliet. And that one falls coming off of Davis's feed. Davis has got 5 assists in the game.
Sweet to be a difference maker in the game, and he's been a great option for them on these possessions.
Jones the best to Collins. The 3 gets the 3-pointer to fall.
Wow, how about that? Getting better and better from distance, John Collins with a nice shot there.
Van Vliet outside. Down low. Shots good by Ibaka. Ibaka's got 4 points this quarter.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
The D just sagged off just enough, and no hesitation on his part.
High post to Ibaka. Pass to Hollis Jefferson. Clock at 6. Shots good by Ibaka. And the Raptors lead by 10.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
Collins wide open. He fires. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
And yes, it's good.
That's the guy they're going to keep going to, as they should. The lead's only going up if they keep feeding him.
It's stolen by Davis. To the paint. It's stolen by Jones. Now the Hawks moving it the other way. And Reddish with the slam.
Reddish getting up there and getting explosive.
And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth quarter. Siakam outside. And the layup's good off the glass.
Coaching staff would like some more shots from that range.
The Hawks trail by 12. To the left side wing. And Young kicks to Collins. From deep three-point range. That shot no good. And Toronto will go the other way with it. Van Vliet against Collins. Van Vliet passes to Davis. 1:29 left here in the fourth quarter. 6 on the shot clock. The Raptors need to get a shot off. And a miss there on the triple. Looking to get back on track here. And it's laid up and in by Young.
Such a precise player. When Young notices those kind of openings, he definitely is looking to attack.
Here's Van Vliet. Reddish grabs the rebound.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm. And at this point, just sort of running through the paces as it appears it'll be a nice win here for Toronto.
When you consider the difference in their field goal percentages, the other team has to be happy that this wasn't a bigger loss. This team was on fire.
Yeah, Kevin, it's always frustrating when you can't throw a rock on the ground and the other guys just can't seem to miss.
And, you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Fred Van Vliet.
Just does a great job of looking for space and then finding it. That's taking advantage of what the defense is giving you.
Well, and this has been their strategy throughout the fourth period. We'll see how it pans out.
It's one thing to have teams shoot a bunch of threes, but with this team being that hot defensively, you got to chase them away from anywhere near that line.
Outside for Davis. On the top of the key. And Jones pulls it down. Young looking it over. And so it's Toronto winning this one. A confident win and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was a solid.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll do it, folks.
welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Terrific shot of Nathan.
Kevin, thanks.
David, he is showing that maturity. Thanks for that report. Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. The tall lineup out there for the 76ers. Simmons, Richardson, Harris, Horford, and Embiid. And for Toronto, Anunoby and Siakam in at the forward slots. Fred VanVleet out there with Lowry, and it's Ibaka in at the 5 spot.
Offensively, we see Embiid all over the floor, but inside is where he can really utilize that size.
Now here's VanVleet. Out left to the wing. Siakam kicks to VanVleet. Shot clock at 6. And stolen by Richardson. And here comes Harris leading the fast break. And Simmons slams it in.
Throw it down, young fella. Simmons is explosive and without a doubt one of my favorite dunkers.
And Greg, Josh Richardson's a terrific ball handler out on the wing who can create for others.
Richardson gets a lot of assists per game at that wing position, not just looking to finish plays, but also to create for others. Very well-rounded threat on the offensive. Oh, that was worth the price of admission. You can't let Simmons get going off of these dunks. His confidence just soars when he slams it down like there.
Simmons against Lowry. Here's VanVleet. Second shot opportunity. And Ibaka kicks to Anunoby. Back to Ibaka. And no good. Good D by Embiid. 76ers have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for to start off this game.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Boy, it's incredible how much explosive scoring ability can come from the lead guard position. That is a big-time play.
Ibaka, the pass to VanVleet. Anunoby with it. Clock at 4. Good work defensively by Richardson.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Stolen by VanVleet. Fast break Toronto. And there's Lowry. That's good on the assist from Ibaka.
Well, that's Kyle Lowry, the burst of speed to beat everyone up the floor and leaves no doubt with the finish.
Here's Simmons. Rebound by the Raptors.
That was their first miss of the game. 4 for 5 right now. What a good start.
Here's Siakam. And Siakam throws it down.
Man, he sure can get off the floor.
He's one of the best in the business, absolutely. And Simmons kicks to Richardson. Harris dishes to Simmons. And Philadelphia with another turnover here. Greg, one of your former teammates, John Starks, would get under a guy's skin on the court. He's like a nuisance, but really opposite off the floor, away from the game.
I tell you, Kev, John's got a heart of gold, and anybody that knows him is going to be a fan of the person. John is as good a friend as I can ever recall having.
Boy, Pascal Siakam plays at his own pace, able to find the open man.
Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. Inside, Gasol with the steal. Fast break Toronto. Davis has got the ball. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's his first trip to the line.
And when you shoot 86 from the line like he did last season, you usually cash in on those opportunities.
Some changes for Toronto. Chris Boucher comes in for Pascal Siakam. And Norman Powell subbed in for Kyle Lowry.
Well, this guy has multiple ways to get to the free throw line, and boy, has his stroke been on the money.
Embiid, the pass to Thibault. And Robinson wide open. He shoots. That one's off. Still out of sync. And so it's Davis. He'll bring the ball up for the Toronto Raptors. Now, here's Boucher. D right on him.
And a long windup and strong follow-through on the one-hand jam.
Yeah, he's not going to mess that one up. Thibault, the pass to Robinson. Over to the left wing. The three-pointer off the mark. Raptors leading by 4. Down low, Gasol. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That one on Embiid.
Well, you think about Marc Gasol, this is a former Defensive Player of the Year. Obviously, he's not the star or the focal point he was at the peak of his career. But this guy still impacts the game at a very high level.
Catching up on the changes for Philadelphia. Korkmaz checked in for Joel Embiid, and it's Shake Milton in for Matisse Thybulle. Pass to Korkmaz. From beyond the arc, and then some.
And with that 3-ball, he puts a halt to the 12-point run by Toronto.
Right side Davis. Now here's Boucher. Defended by Milton. Davis, the pass to Gasol. That's in there. Davis with the assist.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
Burks on the wing to the middle. Here's Scott. Outside for Robinson. His three-pointers off the mark. Here's Powell, and the dunk by Powell.
This is Powell at his best. In attack mode, he is hard to stop.
A shot by Burks, nobody around. And so it's the Toronto Raptors heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the... And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And from what we've seen so far from the Raptors, guys, your thoughts?
Well, you come in thinking they're going to settle for perimeter jump shots. Think again.
They've certainly made the commitment to pounding the basketball into the painted area, and boy, is it paying dividends.
They've got Terrence Davis. There's Boucher out there with Marc Gasol. Then it's Rondé Hollis-Jefferson. And it's Powell in at the 2-guard position. That's the group for Toronto to start the second quarter. They get it back to the inside. Here's Korkmaz. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. The 76ers shooting their first shots of the night from the charity stripe. The first free throw is good.
And Korkmaz, the Turkish guard, taken at the end of the first round in 2016. Spent a year overseas before joining the NBA and didn't play much early on. But last season he showed he's a starting caliber player.
Here's what Toronto's going with right now. Serge Ibaka has checked in for Gasol. OG Anunoby comes in for Rondé Hollis-Jefferson. And it's Fred VanVleet in for Terrence Davis.
Adding to their advantage, trying to find a way to blow this one open.
One of the things they're doing is identifying favorable matchups and then going at them.
Powell kicks to Boucher. Ibaka, the pass to Anunoby. VanVleet outside. Pass to Boucher. Back to VanVleet. And here is Powell. Anunoby has the open look. The offensive rebound. And there's the pass to Powell. For 3, VanVleet. Al Horford with the rebound. The 76ers trail by 7. Here's Harris, and slam dunk by Harris.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
The finish in transition, nice and easy.
And with Korkmaz standing 6'7", Greg, there's a lot to like.
And his size can be a huge advantage in certain matchups, Kevin. Great wingspan, also lets him grab a fair amount of steals. Has worked hard to get where he is and still showing room to grow.
And he knocks down the first one.
And what a unique career Serge Ibaka has had. Some incredible totals for him over the course of his career.
That's right, Greg. I mean, I think people would be shocked to know Serge Ibaka was the first player ever to make 500 threes and have 1,500 blocks. Hard to imagine nobody had ever accomplished that feat. Give credit to Ibaka. He changed his offense and added the 3-ball.
VanVleet left side. Anunoby in the corner. Buries it from 3-point range. Anunoby's got the lead up to 10 now for Toronto.
Don't give OG Anunoby too much space, boy. He will rise and fire in the catch-and-shoot game. pretty dime there, the kind of ball movement coaches love to see.
So timeout called here, the first for Toronto.
Every timeout, a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
And the guys get a little bit of a break, mentally, physically, just recharge here quickly.
And Philadelphia making a change here. Embiid's checked in. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Lowry deciding where to go with it here. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. The 76ers trail by 8. Simmons passes to Thibault. Richardson gets a wide open look. Goes back up. Good D by Siakam. Toronto's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Lowry against Simmons. Lowry dishes to Ibaka. Back to Lowry. Clock at 6. And stolen by Simmons. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Thibault finds Embiid. 76ers moving the ball around. Richardson the pass to Harris. Here's Simmons, and Simmons slams it in.
Oh, that's a major league throwdown.
Keeps a tight grip on that rim, too, after the finish. Outside Lowry. And the layup falls. Lowry's got 6 points.
Well, no fear in Kyle Lowry's game. This guy is happy to take it inside and seek you out.
And stolen by Siakam. And here we go. Van Vliet heading to the hoop.
And unfortunately, we've seen a few too many of those. A lack of concentration, a turnover, and an easy bucket in transition.
In the corner, it's Richardson. Harris outside. Thibault on the wing. Simmons dishes to Embiid. Stolen by Van Vliet. Fast break. Here come the Raptors. Oh, and there's the alley-oop.
Well, you love the unselfishness of Fred Van Vliet. This guy is so good recognizing when his teammates are open.
Richardson kicks to Harris. Outside, Simmons. Passes it to Embiid. Over Siakam. Embiid, no good. Toronto leading by 12. Van Vliet left side. Floats it up there for Siakam. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Now, there's elite athleticism by Pascal Siakam. Makes that easy work.
Richardson for 3. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Left side Lowry. At the elbow, it's Ibaka. Too long in the paint, and he's hit with a 3-second violation. Toronto shooting their 7th free throw attempt here. And the technical free throw is good.
Boy, Kyle Lowry has carved out for himself quite the career. This guy came in as a dogged defender, and on the offensive end, he's able to create for both himself and...
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime, so we'll be back in just a...
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back. It's Toronto with the advantage at the half. They have a 13-point lead. Jack, what was your take? And that does it for our half.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Now, the superstar players always get the headlines, but you need more great role players, it seems, as you look at the history of champions, to win. So that being said, Greg, what kind of role players do you look for?
You know, Kevin, it starts on your best player, and I think you go from there. Obviously, in today's game, spot-up shooting is critically important. And then you got to factor in versatility. You need guys that can guard multiple positions, that give you some rim protection, but obviously that can also shoot the basketball. And I think it's critical having that instant offense guy coming off the bench as well, to when your team's in a bit of a funk, somebody you can trust to kind of light a fire.
Good point. Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. And so in the game for the 76ers, the tall lineup out there for the 76ers. Simmons, Richardson, Harris, Horford, and Embiid.
Oh, give it to him at the rim, OG Anunoby. That's power, athleticism, beautifully done.
Here's Simmons. It falls for his 5th field goal of the night. Now shooting 5 for 8.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible. And, boy, that's a terrific start right there.
And Lowry has it in the corner. Off target with his 3. And here's Simmons. He'll bring it up for Philadelphia. You know, Greg, we can all agree that Joel Embiid's a superstar in the league with this play, but you get the feeling he's the most criticized superstar in the league right now as well.
You know, pundits and fans have questioned his fitness, his fit, but at the end of the day, he does get it done, and the numbers speak for themselves. Embiid's an outspoken guy, which can invite a lot of criticism.
Horford the pass to Simmons. That one, no good. So the Raptors will take it the other way. And he dunks it down.
And the penetrating ability of Anunoby, confident when it comes to attacking the defense.
And it's Simmons. Wow, that was a strong dunk.
That is nice. Oh, forget about going for the long-range bomb to cut into that lead. Just take it to the hoop, my friend.
And how brilliant throwdown. Here's Van Vliet. An easy 2 points on the layup. Van Vliet's got 4 this quarter.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Richardson kicks to Harris. Siakam against Horford. For 3, Harris. It's hauled in by the Raptors. Here's Anunoby. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
The drive by Simmons. Embiid. It's good on the putback.
You see that nasty streak Embiid possesses. Part of why he's a superstar. Great motor.
Lowry against Horford. And it's a defensive 3-second violation. The Raptors have made the most out of their opportunities at the line. They have yet to miss in 7 attempts. And he shows the focus there, nails the technical. And Toronto will go for a different look here. Marc Gasol is checked in for Ibaka. Hollis Jefferson comes in for Pascal Siakam. Powell, he's checked in for OG Anunoby. Davis is subbed in for Kyle Lowry. And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Mike Scott's checked in for Joel Embiid. And Robinson III comes in for Harris. Korkmaz checked in for Richardson. And it's Burks in for Simmons. Robinson for 3. Gasol with the rebound.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up. They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Here's Korkmaz. Oh, good with the triple. Raptors leading by 20. Here's Hollis Jefferson, and it's Hollis Jefferson with the jam.
Well, I don't think you can allow Rondé Hollis Jefferson to get into the lane. You're asking for trouble. This guy's a spectacular athlete.
Good ball movement here by the 76ers. Traps in the tray. Korkmaz has got 8 points.
What a beautiful stroke from range. Defensively, you've got to try to take him out of his comfort zone.
Here's Van Vliet. A second chance effort. Robinson against Powell. Stolen. Now the 76ers on the break. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. The 76ers shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. That free throw good from Korkmaz. The Raptors making a switch here. Boucher is checked in. Shake Milton, he's checked in for the 76ers. Matisse Thybulle comes in for Al Horford. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And they double up Davis. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And so here's Toronto. Gasol kicks to Hollis Jefferson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Outside, Davis. High post shot. No good on that one. Now, here's Thibault. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. Guys, it's been all about... And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Norman Powell is out there with Davis. Then it's Rondé Hollis Jefferson. And it's Marc Gasol. And it's Boucher in at the 4 slot. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. Now here's Powell. Defended by Milton. Hollis Jefferson passes to Boucher. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Al Horford is checked in for Furkan Korkmaz. Harris comes in for Shake Milton. Richardson, he's checked in for Matisse Thybulle. And Simmons subbed in for Alec Burks. Richardson dishes to Embiid. Some solid defense from Gasol.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
The 76ers trail by 17. And the shot goes down.
Well, deliver the pass where your teammate can do something with it. Nice.
And it's Davis with the ball for the Toronto Raptors. 22 is their biggest lead. Inside, here's Gasol. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That one on Horford.
Well, the activity of Marc Gasol gets the defense to react and an opportunity to make some free throws.
Greg, you're the all-time assist leader for the Big West Conference. In that frame, talk about some of the traits that make for a good floor general, a good point guard, a good facilitator.
Yeah, I mean, listen, you have to be a leader because that's what the position calls for. Unselfishness, instincts, that stuff matters. But ultimately, your teammates got to feel like you played for them. And that's when you have a chance as a team to be special.
I'm assuming you've always been like that. Am I correct?
No, that is not
really?
true.
Wow.
I evolved into a leader. In all seriousness, I think some guys are natural. Others, like myself, had to evolve into it.
Serge Ibaka, he's checked in for Marc Gasol. And the foul called on OG Anunoby. That's his first foul. About a minute and a half into the fourth quarter now. For 3, Richardson.
I know he's got to be frustrated right now, but the team is fighting from behind. He's got to stay with it.
Powell with it, and it's Horford picking him up. Powell, the pass to Anunoby. Ibaka right side. Just 5 to shoot. It's stolen by Harris. And now Philadelphia on the break. Richardson's running. And no good that time.
Well, not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
If you allow Kyle Lowry a head of steam, it is very difficult to stay in front of him. No stopping him on that drive.
Simmons feeling it out a bit. Richardson finds Harris. Knocks down the 3 ball.
What a terrific play by just a tremendous all-around player. This guy makes it look easy.
Lowry drives in. And it's blocked by Simmons.
How about the balance and body control? Simmons able to send that one packing.
Lowry with the ball. Now defended by Embiid. Ibaka and stolen by Horford. And here we go. Richardson heading to the hoop. Finished off the break. Richardson's got 4 points in the quarter.
And just willing to take chances defensively pays off in a transition basket.
That is quick defense to offense. These guys such terrific athletes. You can't let your guard down.
Lowry against Simmons. Now here is Lowry, guarded closely. The layup off target. Harris kicks to Simmons. Oh, and he jams it right over Pascal Siakam. Wow!
Yeah, and when Simmons is driving inside, he's going to sky up for the flush, getting to the basket in no time.
Anunoby passes to Powell. And again, Toronto no luck. The 76ers trail by 14. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
And these are the types of games where one team clearly has the edge. Tonight, it will be a win by a large margin for the Raptors.
And guys, the fast break was run, I thought, beautifully all night by these guys. I think that was a big part of their success.
Yeah, they definitely ran the break well. A big advantage in that category, and they continually put pressure on the defense.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Fred VanVleet.
I think his steals tell the story. This guy was a disruptive force, and I don't think you can underestimate how important it is for a team to have someone in that role.
And the foul on Josh Richardson. That's foul number 2 for him.
Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
VanVleet outside. Shot clock at 5. Up again, controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Raptors lead by 13.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
Well, for all intents and purposes, this game is over. Just a matter of time here.
You can appreciate the fight now, but it isn't how they came into the game.
No doubt. It felt like they were a little tight for much of the evening. Now they're in a better flow, but it may be too little too late.
The 2018 Rookie of the Year, Simmons' NBA career got off to a great start, and he's only continued to improve.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Now here's Hollis Jefferson, guarded by Robinson. McCaw with the bucket.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
No question. They've gotten hot at exactly the right time. Clutch play on a team level.
And so Toronto takes this one, but by a big margin. David, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up.